Hello everyone, this is Ep2.5. Welcome to another comparisons related video. This time we'll be looking at more map related mods, such as Antique Atlas, DynMap, LatMap using FTB utilities and otherwise, and possibly RaiseMap. Otherwise though, let's just get into this. And first thing to obviously note is I'm not familiar with all of these. Antique Atlas I know bits and pieces of, and the others I only know a smidge. LatMap I'd never even heard of until this point, so keep that in mind that I don't know everything, and I'm also covering the basics and other bits and pieces people might encounter. So obviously with Antique Atlas, you make the atlas like so, similar to I guess like a craft guide sort of approach with you make a book, then you can access it. Then from there, obviously, you've got the ability to click and drag. You can use the arrows if you wish. Navigate. You've got the scale and blocks there. You can zoom in and out for different viewpoint distances and such. You can add markers. Let's go marker here, for example, to highlight specific things. You can delete markers. You can hide markers, you can export the image, you can say click and drag, and then you can follow the player afterwards. Go to key binding to access the map without having the book, but it has to at least be on your hotbar, I assume. Nope, actually in your hand compared to right clicking. Otherwise, you've got the overlay mod, which allows you to have it as a minimap. You've got the overlay text. So you've got Jungle Hills biome there, you've got the time of day in-game as well as the day in-game that it's put there, and the coordinates. And yeah, that's sort of just the basics I know of the mod. You've also got DynMap, obviously, which is useful for servers with a large 3D map. You've got the location and coordinates, you've got a bunch of other settings for markers and players, you've got the zooming in and out, you've got compass, you've got the chat talking to players, which I probably already said, I can't remember. You've got the time, you've got a 3D look, there's also a 2D one as well, and you've got more settings to the side. I'm just going to be using a server I'm a part of at the moment, I'm not going to say too much other than that, and I'm just going to use this as an example. So this is the sort of world we've got here in the 2D form. You've got a 3D look of it, and you've got a cave view. You've also got the nether. Got a 3D look of the nether as well, I'm pretty sure that is. If I can zoom into it properly. It'll update, yep. Then we've got the end. It'll look like so there, once it's loaded in. You need a 2D look of it as well. Obviously, coordinates, you've got markers and players, you can zoom in and out. Got the chat there, talking to players. View there, you got the time of day. Got links if need be, which don't really need to do that anyways, but still possibilities. There's obviously probably a lot more you can do with it. I'm just covering the bare minimum, or the basics, but obviously a lot of different possibilities there. You can customize a lot and so on. And then we'll move on to LatMap and MiniMap. Okay, and we have LatMap, a mod that obviously uses FTB utilities and chunk focused, besides the waypoints and a bunch of other small things. So yeah, as far as I know, obviously, you can claim chunks by obviously right-clicking, middle-clicking to remove, left-clicking to add. You can obviously, if I can get the recording software boundary up there, apply the information, I guess. I'm assuming you're selecting that who the chunks are for when you're doing that. I don't know. Really. refresh this. Just update that a bit properly there, I guess. Do know if that really does apply or not. Explosions, server overrides, security. I'm assuming this is obviously for chunks. You can unclaim all chunks if you wish. You've got the spawn area, which appears in the upon world load. Other than that though, when it comes to settings and such, obviously you're going to be using FTP utilities mostly for this. So you can enable waypoints, display title, render distance, death points, display title, chunk related, server related, and otherwise. But yeah, I'm not too familiar with it all, but for those that obviously there's an option, or those that will get it a bit better if you're not familiar with the mod. And other than that, we obviously have raised MiniMap, which I'm going to be using in 1.5.2 here, not 1.6. So you can enable or disable it, show the surface display, biome display, cave, impact to surface again, and show death points or not. Got a lot of different settings, such as the shape, whether or not it's Zan or Ray. Apologize for saying that incorrectly. Map scale, the opacity, whether or not it scales differently or not. Opacity different way. We've got labels, filtering, the coordinates display, menu key display or not, font size, zooming, which you obviously also do with the key as well, Z key by default, which applies to obviously both mods I've got there. There's other bits and pieces. We've got obviously surface related from day and night, the lighting, you can see a bit there hopefully, terrain, a bunch of other display related, chunks, snow, chunk boundaries, grid, entities, markers, which you don't have any displayed obviously, more information about the mod, key bindings like so, which I don't think also shows up in the I'm trying to think, controls menu. I don't think it's only part of the mod as far as I know. Like the looks of things, yep. Got the marker there. Actually manipulate marker settings now. So we've got the icon, label, distance, whether it's displayed or not in the world, which is still on the map. And obviously removing them if need be, or editing them in some way. Dimensions that will show up, which don't have any to remove and to show off. And yeah, that's pretty much it for this episode video of comparisons for the mini-maps. If there's any other things you'd like to recommend, like I guess other types of mods for like tech mod comparisons or RPG mod comparisons or other things, let me know. But otherwise, thanks so much for watching and goodbye.